Beast mode. Beast mode.
What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones representing Pump Chasers. Guys, and speaking of Pump Chasers, we got a Halloween sale. This sale is good till Tuesday. So hurry up, guys. 15% off. Pump Chaser subs at TigerFitness.com. Let me tell you about the deals, okay? These deals are so good, guys. They gonna scare the shit out of you. It's Halloween after all. 15% off all top brands, and Pump Chasers is one of those brands. You get 2 times the reward points. You get a free tee with $75 orders, and you get a free outright bar box with $149 orders. Guys, don't miss out on these scary, spooky deals. Bail. And also, beastmode316.com, my coaching site. We're doing 20% off. So you can get a program, guys, meal plans, online coaching. If you're already a client, you can get more weeks, 20% off. Just use checkout code Halloween. Now this is gonna be good all week. You're gonna have from today all the way to Friday to use this code Halloween, 20% off. And of course, pumpchasers.com, guys. You want your wrist wraps, lifting belts, lifting straps, 20% off code Halloween. All right? Fuck with your boy. So I want to talk to you guys today about some natural bodybuilding. Now, of course, guys, over the past years or so, we see a lot of natural and not videos. Anybody that looks somewhat impressive is gonna be accused of steroids at some point in time, at some point in their life, especially if they're online. I thought this would be a little fun video, guys. I got my computer right here. I thought this would be a fun video, okay? Now, fun fact about anabolic steroids. Steroids wasn't even invented until 1935, guys. So what does that tell you? Anybody under the year 1935 for, let's just be safe and say 1934 and under, for sure were natural. For sure wasn't taking no steroids. And to be real with you guys, even though steroids were invented in 1935, I'm pretty sure bodybuilders weren't taking steroids that year. It probably took some time for the roids to make its rounds. It probably took anywhere from 3 to 10 years for bodybuilders, especially in the USA, to start taking steroids. But just to be on the safe side, we're gonna say any bodybuilders from the year 1934 or under, okay? And all you gotta do is a fun little Google search. Google search, and you're gonna see some great bodybuilders, some great looking physiques that were for sure built without the use of steroids. I'm a natural bodybuilder, guys. Never taken steroids in my life, and knock on wood, hope I never will have to. Unless I get to a point in my life where I truly need it, you know, for a better quality of life, you know, test levels are dropped and no natural options are working for me, I like to just stay natural. You know, I'm about 195 right now. I'm leaning about 175, 180. I don't mind going down to about 160, 165. You know, I don't mind losing a little size as long as I can still look like I work out. I do not desire to take any fucking steroids. But guys, I could be lying. You guys don't know me personally. Your favorite YouTubers could be lying. You don't know them personally. Because quite frankly, steroids are out and steroids are available. But we know for a fact, bodybuilders from the year 1934 or under were not taking no steroids. So let's look at a few guys. I don't want to make this video too long, guys. If you're interested in this shit, you know, just do a little Google search and check out some of these great guys, some of these great physiques, okay? So let me show you this guy right here. Ernest Cadine. Now this picture right here you're seeing is from the 1920s, guys. So we know for a fact he wasn't on no steroids. Look at this physique. Now keep in mind, they didn't have all the supplements we have today. They didn't have all the knowledge we have today. You know, all the training equipment we have today. This guy with his genetics, if he was to hop in a time machine and come to today, with the same level of discipline. It takes discipline to look like this, especially in the 1920s. He could have a better physique than this. This is what he did this with what he had available back then. Ernest K. Dean. Now I want to show you this guy named Bobby Pandora. And fun fact about Bobby Pandora, his genetics were so good, he even do any squats. Apparently, he built his legs, you know, walking up flights of stairs, carrying someone on his back. You know, carrying someone on his back, walking up flights of stairs. To be honest with you guys, when you do a little research on bodybuilders in the past, you know, before a lot of this fancy equipment came out, before squat racks came out, before bench presses come out, you'll be surprised how some of these physiques look so good, you know, without bench press. You know, how some of these guys' legs look so good and a lot of them wasn't even squatted. You know, and then you have some people that were squatting, but they wasn't squatting crazy heavy because there were no squat racks. Don't forget, guys, bodybuilding is a discipline that is backed by universal law and principles. People have been bodybuilding long before steroids came out. People have been bodybuilding long before steroids came out. Let's look at another. Let's look at these guys right here. I just bought this book recently. Check this out right here. I'm gonna share this book with you guys. I would have loved to have a physical copy, but I was only able to find a digital copy. It's called Muscle Control and Barbell Exercise. Okay, now check out some of these pictures right here. It came out in 1930. So a lot of these pictures were from 1930 and under. Okay, Indian bodybuilders out of India by two authors. You know, one author did the section called Barbell Exercise, and then there's another section called Muscle Control. And guess what Muscle Control is about? Muscle Control is about fucking posing. I've been telling you guys for months that posing is like yoga for bodybuilders. Now, fun fact about this author who did the Muscle Control section, his name was Bishnu Sharan Ghosh. This guy was a yogi. So he was heavily into yoga. And he was able to piece together how posing was very similar to yoga. So he wrote a section called Muscle Control. You know, so guys, again, practice your posing. Posing is a cheat code, guys. Isometric contractions. There's 3 contractions to the muscle. There's eccentric, which is that negative stress, that negative load. Very similar to coming down on a curl or coming down on a fly or lowering the weight on a press. That's the eccentric. Then you have the concentric, that part where you're squeezing against resistance. And then you have the isometric contractions. That's the mind and muscle connection. Think about it. You're making your muscle stress. You're adding stress using the power of your mind. So it's gonna really enhance the mind-muscle connection by default by simply getting in that fucking mirror and practicing your posing. And again, these Indian bodybuilders, these pictures were taken from 1930 and under, because this book came out in 1930. So these pictures used were obviously from 1930 and under. Great for, look how shredded some of these guys are. So again, guys, yes, as natural lifters, there are gonna be some limits to how big and shit you can get. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't give a fuck about being super huge. Ready. You could put on a good amount of size naturally, and with discipline, you can get very lean, very cut, very chiseled, and you can build a proportionate physique without the use of steroids, guys. And the proof's in the pudding. Now again, guys, we're damn near 100 years in the future. Again, steroids came out in 1935, so steroids haven't even been out 100 years yet. Guys, we have more nutrition knowledge. We have more workout equipment. We have supplementation. We have so many advantages available to us that a lot of these natural lifters didn't have. It would be, honestly, quite frankly, a slap in the face to yourself and a slap in the face to these guys who have paved the way for us to not be the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. These guys were super disciplined. If they lived in a time today, they'll probably blow a lot of people out the water. All right, so there it is. Just a little fun video, guys, sharing with you some natural bodybuilders. And be looking out for some more videos in the future. I want to share with you some exercises that bodybuilders were doing in the past. Show you some physiques of some bodybuilders that built their legs without using squat racks. I think this would be very enlightening for you guys. All right. Well, anyway, don't forget those sales, guys. TigerFitness.com sale. And of course, Beast Mode 316 hoodie coming soon, by the way. About that life. About that life. BeastMode316.com and PumpTishers.com. Use 20% off code Halloween. Thank you guys for your support. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace. What's good, homies and homettes? What's good, Fit Fam? It's your boy, Chris Jones, representing Pump Chaser Subs. And when I'm going to the gym, the first thing on my mind is that pump. Chasing that sweet pump. But when you want that pump, you gotta grind for it. Bam! Pump and grind pre-workout. Look no further. You're looking for a good pre-workout to get you in the gym, to get you in the zone, to get you in that head space. Look no further. Very well formulated, and you will not be disappointed. 3 flavors to choose from. Stop what you're doing right now and get 30 bottles minimum. Bam.